everybody. It's been a long time since I've recorded. If anybody was following me, I'm sure you've noticed. But I didn't want to record until I had a handle on games again, and I was actually able to play games and win for you guys, like other YouTubers do. But then I got an idea the other day whenever I was playing, and I realized I have the world's worst luck. So these are going to be the adventures of the unlucky duelist. You're going to get to see the absolute worst you can get when it comes to random. There's plenty of YouTubers out there that you see that get insane luck. It's one of my favorites. If I actually get a Murloc, he might actually be good. Literally 9 out of 10, 98% of the time I play with this hero, I don't get a Murloc at all. I'll be up to 4th tier before I get my first Murloc. Let's see if that happens again. But at first, I thought it was just Blizzard seen some of my comments and wasn't happy with me, so they set me up to do terrible rolls on my attacks and what my options were and everything. But then I literally had a winning game for the first time in like three and a half weeks. I played just straight losing, couldn't get above a 6. Ever since they came out with Dragons, I'd been like on a losing streak. And then the Pirates don't even get me started. So, now see, this is the opposite of what I'm going for here. This has actually been pretty good for me so far. But, whenever I got there and I was about to finally win a match, and it just turns out to be that I lose my entire internet connection, I came to the conclusion it's not just Blizzard. It's like I still kind of think Blizzard sets this up. They've decided already who's going to win. In this entire lineup, he's probably going to end up winning it more than likely. But they have a favorite, and the favorite is going to get better draws than anybody else. So I'm about to find out if I'm lucky chosen one today. Because they did give me the token right off the bat, which is ideal. If you get him, that's the one you want to start with every single time.
Got some fresh recruits for you.
So,
I didn't like that one either.
not the one I wanted, but it's fine. Let's see. Got him again. We're wanting, obviously, the one that's going to grow. I think it's Tidecaller? No, that's Tidehunter. It might be Tidecaller, I don't know. Let's see. There we go. Yep, Tidecaller. That's the one we were looking for. Most people are in a hurry to move up. I know I should, but I mean, we're playing Murlocs. We want buffs. We need to get to tier 3 as fast as we can, too. But I would love to get a second one of him right off the bat. The faster we get him on the field so he can get benefits for every single Murloc we play, much better. So, yeah, that was a bad hit. But this right here, in the early game, it really doesn't matter. Like, there's some that'll say it does, but I've been put down to like 10 health at the very beginning. And then come back and win the entire thing. Just not expecting. So, let's see. Alright. This time I need my numbers, so we're not gonna save it. We're just gonna play it out like it is. But no, I figured that it would be a little bit more fun for everybody if I tried it out, showed. Just, like, why waste it? You know, because the numbers have been so bad. I've literally sat here next to my girlfriend, and I've had her watching over my shoulder, and she's asking me, am I just playing it wrong? Like, did I put them in the wrong order or something? Like, is there a trick to it? Because, for one thing, we're not going to run cannons. Ever again. Like, well, I might run cannons actually now that I'm actually playing to lose for you guys. But, my number one rule is if I actually want to win, I am not playing cannons again. Ever. I won't play jugglers no more. Anything that buffs, that it needs to stay on the field as long as it can, will not be on my field again. Because we've already come to the conclusion that does not work for me. There we go. That's what I'm looking for. Now we go to tier 2. Want him up front. It used to be too, when I first started this game, it was, for one thing, when it first started, it was way more fun. because it really felt random. Like, you really did not know what you was going to get. You didn't know what the other heroes were going to get. Because they didn't know what there really was, people just kind of played blind. And as the game progressed, people started picking up strategies from each other. Not necessarily from YouTubers, but from each other. And honestly, YouTubers have ruined these games for each other. Like, I'm not looking to have the peak spec and have the, like, absolute best performance, so as far as I'm concerned, this isn't going to be too bad. And if other people are already doing it, why not? You know. But it's hard to sit here and have like the worst possible luck you can have every game, and then not ever have an audience to see how bad this went for you. So we're gonna go ahead to 3. There's no Murlocs up here, so I really don't want to go for a triple with these guys. I just want to get to a better set of Murlocs because the Murlocs on 2 kind of suck. I'm not gonna lie, they're kind of pointless. There is the one that buffs the attack of all your other Murlocs, but with 3 health across the board, it doesn't matter how hard you hit. And as you've seen with the last guy, they're already above the amount of health you're going to need. We're going to have to hit them with the 7 just to do something. So, and rather than just randomly shuffling to get one Murloc, because I might sell this and get the 3rd one to him. And then I have to get him because I can't just not take him, like, right? That's not really an option. So if I sell him now and I get something that buffs all my health, that's something I want. He is not the best buff in the world at all. Like, actually, he's the worst buff. But I've seen other players who completely bypass him because they're like, oh, well, it's 3 coins for a 1-1. It's not really worth it. You're right, it's not worth it unless it's the early game. But when it comes to Murlocs, every little point counts. So, and I understand our end game is poison, but I really don't like the fact that poison has to be the end game. If I can get myself to be a powerhouse and use nothing but power and maybe divine shield to go with it, I would love to do that. I've actually won like that once. Took 1st place. The opponent had divine shield and poisonous. I had divine shield and power, and I was happy with mine. Let's see. We want to buff as much as we can before we go into that. So, okay. So he's gonna be staying. I don't worry about him normally, but we want him to stay. Okay. Well, let's try this real quickly first. There we go. That's exactly what we want. We want to get this buff off while there's still 2 bodies because it's gonna buff both of them. And do I really want to move up right now? I don't have enough power to survive a whole attack, so let's see what else. Oh, there we go. In this case, I'm going to put these guys up here because these guys are going to hit hard no matter what. These guys are only going to hit hard as long as he's on the field. And as I said, he's not going to survive long. You're about to see that. So, which I don't know. So far since I started recording this, the game itself has tried to make a liar out of me, so let's see what happens. But I've had eyewitnesses to see this before, and I've had, like, literally my nephew plays this game. He's actually probably got a higher score than I do on this, what I'll sit down with. But every time I've gotten to 6,000, I run into the... There we go. Alright, yeah, good. So it didn't make a liar out of me. The very first hit they got to do, they went for it immediately. They always do. So, and I fight people all the time on here, where the one that needs to die the most will live till the very last minion.
Keep up the pressure.
So, and I know a lot of people want to move up right now. Like, if you're watching this right now, you're probably screaming at your screen right now. It's like, move up! But, I can't do it right now. I really want to get as many buffs in as I can. There we go. That's what I want to get these guys as strong as I can before I go up. Now I'm stuck with 2 different goldens. Which one do I want? If I sell this and buy him, that's what we're gonna do. I know this is gonna aggravate some people too. I do apologize. I'm not out to aggravate you. It's just I'm trying to play this game the best I can. This one. Buff him. Yeah. Play that next and then I'll... There we go. Alright. We're gonna golden next turn. Okay. Slow and steady, my friends. Slow and steady. I don't like the idea of like super rushing. Like this guy's already got a golden this, but he's gonna be hitting a wall at this point. Plus, look how weak 2 of his minions are right off the bat. So if I can hit in the right order, like he doesn't have a chance. Yeah, there we go. And at this point, doing 7 damage is actually pretty devastating. Like, I admit I could do a lot more damage, but if I had golden, would I have really done that much more damage? So, let's see what our next options are. Okay. I know I said we're gonna golden next turn, but I lied. I'm a liar. Truth is not in me. Alright, we're gonna go with... Yeah. Make sure you're as strong as you can. I want you to be pretty as a picture when I finally do this. And it's also bad too, because other YouTubers, they really hate freezing a lineup. But... Yeah, sorry, a little distraction over here. But I'm thinking if I go to 5 before I golden, I'm not guaranteed a golden with these, which, I mean, it might be better to not worry about that. Because getting a 5, if I can actually get a Murloc on 5 even, it would be good. Number 1, we could get Bran, which clearly is a game winner. If we have Bran and Murlocs, we basically win, right? That's what everyone says. But then at the same time, like, Mr. Give everybody 2+2. I'm sorry, I don't memorize names. I'm not that good. So, but Battlecry +2/+2 plus Death Rattle +2/+2. Normally, I don't even bother saving him, but he would be helpful at this point, just for extra power behind. Yeah, see, everybody's so adamant about poison. It just, honestly, I hate poison in the game. I feel like if every class can't have poison, there's no point in having it in the game at all. Right now, it's Murlocs and Beasts that have it only. That was bad for us. It doesn't matter. That was not a bad play for us either. Like, so far, I wouldn't even consider this like a bad run so far. Even if we lost, I think we could be in the top 4, almost guaranteed. I can't upgrade and do that, so there's no point in selling that. So, yep, we're going up. Don't want to waste gold. Let's see what we're getting. Yeah, we got the one I was saying. Him. I really don't like him though. I wanted to save one of them for the opportunity of getting a golden, but we need bodies. We really want Bran. No, we're not getting him. Alright. I don't want to sell that. There we go.
You're down a minion and up a goal.
There we go. There's another golden. I'll level up and then buy him. Okay, so wait a minute. He's only getting 1 attack from this. So actually, we're gonna do this. Give him some more health before he has to run into something. Unless we lose really bad here, we should be able to survive this. I mean, I'm sure we're going to lose this one, but we should survive it. And that's the important part. Because when it comes to Murlocs, my only mentality on these things is I don't necessarily have to win every fight. I don't even have to win half the fights until I get to the very end. So that is the one thing I do like about them. Every game I play, I'm one of the ones who likes to have a big, horrifying board at the end. But I want to struggle to get. I want to have earned it. So I don't like it whenever somebody can get up here on whatever turn we are now. We have 10 stars and everything like that. And then they turn around and decide on a whim, okay, I'm going to go Murlocs all of a sudden because I see a brand and 3 Murlocs. And they somehow have an entire board full of Murlocs and, hang on, let's see what we're going to get here. Oh, this guy. More power.
By fate or fortune.
But where they get up there and they just decided on a whim, that's it, I'm going to go Murlocs all of a sudden. So now I have Divine Shield, Poisonous across the board, but their health is all 2. And they win like that. I'm like, come on. That is when the game becomes like a little broken at that point. So I was kind of glad they got rid of the one Murloc that every time Divine Shield was lost, it got Divine Shield put on it. But at the same time, I hate it because it was useful for mechs. Like, mechs are not really viable anymore because of that. I know some people like to believe they are, but they're really not. Like, you have to run, what's her name? It's not Millhouse, but his girl. Miss +2 for Max, but even then, like, that is really, it's not going to beat a Murloc. It's not going to beat a really powerful dragon. As I showed you at the beginning of the video, I got 2 wins back to back with dragons. Despite everything, like, dragons and pirates work out good. If people don't go Murlocs, then you win. Pretty much anything else. But the problem is that everybody goes Murlocs. And another thing, one of the ones I was hoping to pick up, but I don't think it's going to work here because there are several other Murloc players in this one. I've had some games where I'll sit here and play and be literally the only person playing Murlocs for some reason. I guess I'm low enough ranking that I'm the only person who ran Murlocs in that time. Everybody else was doing pirates.
You're good at this.
And, which, speaking of pirates, I never pass him up. Actually, I'm going to go ahead and drop this guy. I know that's going to aggravate somebody. But, and that's going to aggravate some people. Make that is not staying. I'll buy him just to get another Murloc. See what we can get. Because we are still looking for Brand. Could almost do a second golden. I'll put him on the field so he can start buffing. Actually, I'll do that right there. Buy this. Freeze. What we'll do next is I'll buy him and then I'll just reshuffle hoping for Brand. I'm literally only keeping him now as a golden. If I get a golden of anything else, then I'll sell him. Actually, yeah, we can do it like this. So I can get the most out of him. I'd love to get a golden of him. Let's see, how many pirates are there? 0 pirates. So he was the only pirate and he didn't get high enough. Could always try that. Until we get to that one point where we're going to need to be able to put Divine Shield and Poisonous on everything. In which case, I will literally sell both of them. Not a big deal. Is he trying to convert demons late game? That's not... So... That is another thing too. It's rough to watch where you really don't have many options because people get so powerful now. I was here since the very first week in this thing, and I remember that what was his name? Lightfang. Lightfang used to be the game winner. If you got Lightfang, you won. Period. There was no argument there. The game's already over. You just don't know it yet. It's not like that no more. Now Lightfang is basically useless, which kind of is terrible because I loved Lightfang as a whole as a creator because you think about it, it's like really. I saw this now, so I can get that. Give poisonous to something. What am I facing? Murlocs. I could sell this. I could actually sell all three of them. It'll give me more Murlocs and I can get him. Plus I could buy this instead and give Taunt to two things. I think I'll just freeze this. I know. Don't shoot me out. I know it's aggravating people, but we don't have Bran right now, so we need a backup plan. And if we're getting +1/+1 for 2 attacks right off the bat, as long as they don't hit him, which I'm surprised he hasn't been hit right off the bat anyways, but I guess they're starting people just aren't strong enough for it. But that's +2/+2 automatically. Then that's +2/+2 automatically. So that's 4/4 across the board. That's my mindset. So it might be the wrong mindset, but I don't know. We'll find out. There we go. I literally just said it. So, and then they hit the power up, and that's it. Yeah, we lose this one. One good thing about Murlocs though, they don't hit that hard. This late into the game and we only took 10. That's good for me.
Tough battle. Pick yourself
Buy you,
back up.
and actually I am gonna buy you to make sure that doesn't happen again. Yeah. Wow, triple. Alright. Okay, who do I want to team up with?
My shield for Arga.
Alright. Buy this. Would I rather buy that so I can sell it to get another Murloc option, or would I rather... Let's do it.
It's not the
Might as well use the hero power, we got it.
hard.
And we actually got something good. It's so bad. It's so good, but it's so bad. Let's see what we get here. Might be selling again. And we are. You're gone. And I love that. That's my favorite Murloc. Unfortunately for us, that's really bad. We'll take this. Actually, we're gonna put you back here, put you up here, yeah, because I don't care if this one dies. I wonder how many of these Murlocs are poisonous with Divine Shield. Let's find out. Thankfully, none of them. He must not be getting the one. Or he's so focused on getting the Divine Shield up there, he's not like putting in the effort to buy enough minions. I've done that before. You get to losing so many fights because important minions are dying, and then you're like, oh, I have to put Divine Shield and stuff or else I'm gonna lose. Then you're not buying minions to power up the Murlocs in the first place. That's why, honestly, I don't do Murlocs in healing anymore. It costs too much to play Murlocs as it is. You see, we're out of mana every turn, and we can still keep doing things, but we don't have enough mana to help them. So trying to run it with something that costs 3 to put Divine Shield on it automatically, is just too much. Now, if nobody else was running them, that would be a different story. I would be like, oh yeah, go for it.
Go ahead and hire
Speaking of my lovely favorite, yeah, I wish they would put him back to 2-2. Actually, I wish they would buff him at this point so he'd actually be viable again. He has no class in here and he can't be buffed himself, so I mean, why not? What is the point? Beast. They probably got cleave. Actually gonna take that, so whenever we fight Murlocs again. And of course I get that. We can buy another one of these later. Let's go ahead and do this. Getting plus attack and plus health would be good, but I think I need health more than anything else. Alright, so yay, what are we getting? That, I'm not keeping that. Good now. Normally I wouldn't do that. I absolutely hate it whenever I watch a YouTuber do that. But I'm doing this again because at this point, I do not intend to sell Murlocs anymore unless I'm getting one that I really want. Yeah, because we're going to go to 6. Because we are looking for big guys now. As much as I like this guy, he's really not that important. So making a golden out of him really doesn't matter to me. That's a good hit for me. Oh, that was really good for us there. No, that's bad. Alright, alright. We're doing really good on this one. Yeah, see, he's another one of these ones. Like, for one thing, demons aren't viable no more. Beasts are, but they messed them up with the last patch by making that death rattle having to be tier 6. That's really rough.
You're good at this.
Nope. Do death rattle. Just nah, we're not doing that. That was a joke. Calm down. I was just joking. So we're going against Murlocs. He tied with death. He tied with a dead guy? Come on. I guarantee you he's got the Divine Shields and Poisonous now, though. This is the turn for him because he's fighting me. I'm gonna freeze it. Especially because I'm freezing this. I know somebody's screaming their head off like, what is wrong with you? Why aren't you listening? I'm sorry. I am. But I gotta do this way. I could put the 14-3 up front. That way when I run into my first Divine Shield, I don't waste it on this. But I need to get these 2 attacks off before he gets killed. So do I do that? Yeah, I'll do it. Getting him +2 faster than a +1 is better. Although I don't expect him to be there next turn because I might sell him. Actually, I know who I should sell. I'm gonna sell him next turn if I'm alive for that. You can't look at the board and automatically assume I'm gonna win because I got the stats, because the worst attacks possible are gonna be coming now. This is probably my last match, actually. Yeah, this is the last one. I'm pretty sure they just beat me. Okay, never mind. Okay, we got lucky. We got lucky. And I do mean we got lucky. There was bad exchanges left and right for us, and we were expecting to get bad exchanges.
Your minions really
Buy
pulled
that.
their weight.
Buy this. Sell. Alright. Ooh. I have to buy it. It's not a want, it's a need. Okay, sell that. And I do definitely need that too, so. And see what you're getting me. Another +3 is essential. It is. Don't judge me. Yep, we're gonna lose. We're gonna lose. That being there, we're about to lose. Oh, that sucks. Y'all guys get to see the horrible stuff happening right in front of you. Oh, look. Yeah, we're about to lose. Damn it. We're about to get eliminated. I really wanted you guys to get to see some more of this antics, but yeah, we're losing. We did our best. We did our best. So, yeah, this isn't... that's so not fair, but there's nothing we can do about it now. Let's see. I still only see 2 poisonous. That's surprising. Yeah, we lost. But we might not be eliminated per se. Alright. That could have been worse. We know now that he definitely has 2 poisonous, but for some reason he doesn't have Divine Shield yet. I'm not complaining, don't get me wrong. It's just surprising. That's all I'm saying.
Hey, it's
I'm just
Ripper.
saying.
Here's your reward.
Okay. There's nothing. Alright, let's see what we get for the golden. I actually might use that. Let's see what else we get. Useless.
Better hire a recruit
Useless.
while
Alright.
you can.
For each minion type, that you have adapt. Alright. He does have poisonous. Having him attack would be good because he's technically a pirate too, but he's pretty much useless. I shouldn't have kept him. I should have sold him. Let's do this. No, no, I shouldn't. I wish somebody would give me an answer here. Give me the answer, guys. Yeah, I can't hear you anyways. Let's find out. They've got 2 poisonous, we got 2 poisonous. Oh no, they got 3 now. It's rough for us. We lose. Oh well. This wasn't that bad of a loss, but it's still, you see Murlocs. This was a lot closer than I've ever gotten before, honestly. So this was actually one of the better runs we've ever had. I'm going to continue to record, and y'all are going to get to see some of the more bad luck. I know that was like a questionable decision anyway, so, you know, whatever. It happens. But you seen that we wasn't getting that beast. I had a feeling like we wouldn't because there was other Murloc players, so. But next time I play, hopefully you get a better idea of how bad this is going to be. But this is going to be the adventures of the unlucky duelist.